Alright guys, welcome back. We got war number 1 of the new season. We're starting off the same with path 1 and path 3 with the 2 accounts. We're going to start off, we got Doc, Oc, Galan, and Apocalypse on path 3 here. I did speed up the fights just a little bit because we got 13 nice fights for the first war of the season, but not too fast. So against Sam Wilson here, he can be really annoying on certain nodes. He did cause me some problems last season, but on this first node in particular, not a problem. Just can play the Galan method. Galan is a planetary, I don't know if it's planetary, but he is the global attacker. So he is going to put a neutralize on him, which is going to be nice. There, I mistimed my heavy there, but that's okay. We get the special 2 in, and he's done. So not too bad. Throw potion on him and go in against Silver Surfer. Same thing, don't have to worry about the power burn if he gets the armor up because we're Galan and we're immune, so that's fine. I take a wonderful heavy to the face right off the bat. I love when the AI just gives you like a slap in the face right off the start. You don't even have a chance to like react. So there we go, but that's fine. Just means a couple extra potions, but we'll be okay. But there we go. Nice big harvest. Also, I think by putting a neutralize on, usually when the opponent has buffs on, you're going to gain your buffs even faster. So you're not going to gain your buffs as quick as you would normally do, but it's okay. 2 harvests instead of 1, and Surfer's finished really fast. Next up, I only needed Apocalypse for this fight. Strike counter, slopped armor, masochism. Masochism is the key thing here, and I know that I'm going to take a bunch of poison damage potentially on this one. I only have Apocalypse on his own. I do not have the cable synergy, so I know that I made sure to end that special 2 before I drop that special 2, do a light ender so that I can get the concussion on. When I have the concussion on, obviously I've got less chance for ability accuracy from Ibom, so less chances for poisons, so that's always good. So here we go. I don't have too much on me. Let him spam those special 1s. Don't want to deal with his special 2. And then I'm just going to try, and I think I work back to a second special 2, try and finish with the medium ender there to get the degen on him. Now we got 2 of the 4 debuffs on. So now again we can parry heavy, no problem. We bypass masochism altogether, which is the key part here. And I think now that I've got a bunch of debuffs on him, we're just going to spam special 1. And even though the poison is slowly ticking us down, and we're down to like 27%, I only need Apocalypse for this one fight, and I know I can do it. So there goes Ibom. Next up on path 1, we've got we're going to go with, I only have a 565 Magneto on the main account, but he's max sig, so he's going to do a fine job on Mojo here. Here's the one where if if he triggers too many regens, then every time he gets a regen, he's going to get a charge. If he gets 10, he's going to, I think this one might be the unblockable for a little bit. But that's fine. I'm not too worried about this at all. I can just go ahead and parry heavy, block his special 1s. I'm not too concerned about his prompts. I just want to get to a special 3 and drop it on him. I don't want to charge my... I'm going with just parry heavies. I'm not charging my attack, prowess until I'm ready to use it, because I don't want an off chance that Mystic Dispersion is going to give him a lot of power if I put like a whole bunch of buffs on me that go off. So it's better to just parry heavy. Those will stay permanent, but it's only when you charge that they fall off. So there we go. We get a whole bunch on him. I'm just going to block this here, and before any other of my prowesses disappear, goodbye Mojo. Next up is a Penny Parker. So we're also going to go with Magneto. This is Masochism, Reinvigorated Fury. I'm going to, every time I use a Magneto, I always like to back up at the start, make sure the magnetism is on, and then I can just go ahead and parry heavy. You can see that even with the Masochism, the parries are still sticking pretty well. Not every single one is guaranteed to stick, but it's pretty good there, and even just the block damage, if I don't get the parry, is still pretty little. So my goal here is I did take a few opportunities there. I did have an invulnerability boost on just in case, and because she is a global defender, there's a chance that blocking hits is going to give her a bunch of flourish charges, those like light green ones, or off green at the top, like teal. But that's fine. We get up to a special 3, a bunch of prowess, and throw it at Penny, and we'll just let the bleeds tick her out. She tries to throw that special 2, that's fine, and done. So that's the end of section 1. We've got a infamous Iron Man on node 24 for section 2, and that is a Galan fight here. This one is you just have to make sure when they get a regen, then they go unblockable. Because I'm immune to nullify, triggering buffs is not going to trigger a regen, but he does have a regen at the end, like when in his final like 15%. So I could have probably kept fighting him longer, build up higher harvest charges, but I went for the big special 2. Took out most of them. The incinerates are ticking away, but he is still going to trigger right there the regen, which is going to give him a bit of unblockable. I can evade his special ones pretty comfortably at this point. So now the regen is gone, so I can just go ahead and do another harvest, interrupt his heavy with mine, and goodbye, infamous Iron Man. Next up on path 1 in section 2, we're going to go Doc Ock against Bishop here. If he triggers if I dash back twice, I'm going to get a regen, too many regens. He's going to go like unblockable. We don't want to deal with that. So here, every time I do a heavy, I kind of do a few little taps on the screen just to kind of bait him into attacking me again. I do have an invulnerability boost on this one because I am going to push him to a special 2. Sometimes that special 2 can be tricky, and you can see that last bit hit me anyways. I would have loved to have gotten that parry there to get the triple debuff heavy, but instead we're just going to get a couple more parry heavies and just drop another special 2, and we finish him off pretty nicely with Doc Ock. We're going to use Doc Ock for Hyperion here. Also reinvigorated, unblockable, and buffet. So we don't want to trigger too many buffs. So I just want to get into my normal parry heavy method against Hyperion. But sometimes there's just a feel for it. You can see I had the red Wi-Fi thing up for the majority of the fights. Connection, I don't know if it's the connection is not great, or if it's just the game being a bit silly here. But there I'm able to evade the special 1 and reapply the power lock with my own special 1, and I didn't trigger any buffs there. But sometimes I just didn't feel so comfortable. There I just didn't get my parry, and because I didn't get the parry, I can't get the heavy off in time there, so I go for another refresh. So it's a little bit of an awkward fight. Normally I just like to parry heavy the entire time, but I just didn't feel like sometimes I would parry, and I was trying to either go for a heavy, and I didn't feel like I had the timing, and I didn't want to get clapped by Hyperion, so just went for a combo instead. But still not really worried about most of it. He's also a global attacker, so just his basic attacks are putting on neutralizes, which are also going to help mitigate his power gain nodes. So that's really also really nice with Doc Ock. But there we go. We barely lost any health at the end of the day, and it worked out great. We are going to showcase Doc Ock even more a little bit later. It's going to be fun. Next up on path 3 in section 2, we're going to go Nebula against Nimrod here. This is one where if they have armor ups, there's glancing, and you're going to get bleeds. We're bleed and shock immune, so I'm not really worried about that. All I need to do here is do a regular Nebula fight, which is do not parry until I have 2 bars of power and close to 20 shock charges. So I'm charging there. I take it on the block because I'm up to 17, 18 charges there. We go for a parry into a special 2. 36 shocks, just about take down Nimrod. I go and get another few shock charges. And now we're just about done. I probably just need to do another parry, and it would probably take him away at this point. But we built up the shock charges again. I could probably have parried at any point there. There we go. We parry, and he's finished. A little extra overkill there. Next up, we've got Hulkling. Now, Hulkling here is slopped armor, static defense, so if he gets an armor up, which I don't think he gets armor ups, so it was really easy with Wiccan. We just take Wiccan in here, and we finish with a light ending combo for the neutralize, then we pause the neutralize and get the incinerate by finishing with a medium ending combo. Then we go back to the light ending combo to get the neutralize back up. Now we go for a big special 2, and he is just melting all his buffs, turning into incinerates, and gone. Same thing for Null here. We're going to use Wiccan again. Strike, counter, block, penetration, never back down. So if we back up twice, we're going to put a regen on him. It's Null versus Wiccan. We've done this a lot of times. Even though it's strike counter, we're going to be throwing a lot of specials there. Right away we get the extended timer on the neutralize with the special 1 after the light ending combo. Then we're going to go ahead, we put the medium combo on, back to a light ender with the special 1. Now he's got the neutralize and the incinerate on. We pause him with the heavy. Take that special 2 on the block. Now is great. Our armor break immune, so all the armor breaks he tried to put on me turn into incinerates on him, and he melts away. So another fun fight. Next, we've got Oc against Absorbing Man on Recovery, Safeguard, Indomitable, Vigorous Assault. His regen is a passive, so it's not going to trigger the unblockable, but it is an extremely big regen. So Oc, we're just trying to go with our parry heavy game. The neutralize is not going to prevent the regen here. There, unfortunately, I get clapped by the unblockable special 1, so he is a new character, so sometimes you got to be a little careful there. I didn't get the parry on that one, but we did get the triple debuff applied, so that's good. And you're gonna see some cool stuff there. He gave me, that was a huge block damage there, but now watch what happens. We're down to like 43% health. We're gonna get the triple debuff up again, and when he triggers his healing, watch my health instead. I'm going to shoot up. He is power locked, and I go up to 53% there. Unfortunately, again, I take another blocked hit. Wasn't the perfect fight. Some of my parries did not work the way I wanted them to. But we're going to see I'm going to get the triple debuff up a third time, and we're going to go from like 49% here. Look at the health steal that we get with this like wonderful rank 4 Sig 200 Oc. We're back up to 58%. And that's just, again, really, he gets some healing back. We're just going to go ahead, heal block him and steal it. Now we're back up to over 80% health, which is unbelievable. We just need to get our parry heavies on, keep the heal block on, so that we can prevent his regen, because it is a very strong regen. Every time he throws that special 1, you can see he gets up to like 17% very quickly. But look at this. We went from like 40% health back up to 89. Amazing. Really cool showcase there. Next up, we got Wiccan against Terrax on Stunning Reflection, Polka Dot Power. And we're just going to hold block at the beginning, and we're going to go again for our light ending combo, followed up by medium ending combo. Now, because we've put an incinerate on him, then it gives us an opportunity to parry. So the parry timer is open. I kind of wait here till it's open up again before I can parry, and we can just absolutely wreck him here. It's great. He tries to get buffs. They're going to get, the neutralize is just going to convert them into incinerates. And I love seeing all those buff faileds, and we just melt him down. We get some regen with our special 1, so I don't have to worry too much about his rock field. And as long as I don't parry, like, you know, if the parry timer's not down, that's it. Hope you enjoyed the war. 13 solos for the start, and hopefully it's a good season ahead. Thanks, guys. Bye.